Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
After about 20 minutes, so it's more than that, probably after about an hour, the monitor started jerking about, looking as if he was awake, as if there was activity going on with the brain and therefore the body. So they went into the room and he was still fast asleep, but they noticed his eyelids, his eyes were going sort of up and down, lots and lots of movement. And, you know, he looked into this, did Aserinsky, and it turns out he discovered rapid eye movement. That's where that came from. And he never really put it down to what was going on, why the eyes are swiveling. But a lot of researchers think it is to do with watching our dreams, which in themselves is another strange thing, isn't it? To be, for example, chased by zombies or unaccountably finding ourselves naked at a bus stop with no obvious reason for that. And they all seem so absolutely realistic. So this whole business, and you may say, well, that's where the rapid eye movement comes from, if we're a bit shocked to see what we may be seeing in the dream. But they're the stages of sleep, the 4 stages. Some say it's 5 because they split the deep sleep into 2. But those cycles go on about 4 to 5 times every night. So you get back to the very light sleeping. Very often, apparently, when people say that, I slept right through the night, very often, apparently, they haven't. They think they have, but they have actually woken up in that very light stage of sleep at the beginning of the 4 stages, the 4 phases, and they've actually not remembered that that's actually what has happened. So, yes, the 4 stages, 4 or 5 times, those cycles go through the night. And another thing that happens in our sleep, I don't know whether you've experienced it, either of you, but that sudden sense, you dropped off to sleep, or almost, and you suddenly fall. There's a sense of dropping, you fall. And it's quite uncomfortable, really. You say, God, what happened there? Why did you sort of jerk very suddenly? And again, researchers think that goes back to early times when humans, sounds ridiculous, but had to sleep in trees to avoid predators and things like that. And to make sure the brain, as you said, the brain is incredible, was keeping them safe from falling off of the branches. And that jerking is called, I think it's hypnic myoclonic jerking, where we have that sudden sense of dropping. And I think an interesting fact with that, when you think about it, whether it's a legacy from those times, but we never, I think it's fair to say, we almost never fall out of bed. Now, we may say, well, that's fair enough. You know, I mean, unless someone is drunk or on something else that you just don't know what you're doing. But generally, our brain keeps us safe from falling off the edge of the bed. And you may say, well, we get to know the bed. But if you think about it, you can go and stay in a hotel, you can stay at family's house, friend's house. We don't fall out of beds, even if it's a much narrower bed than we're used to, or a much bigger bed or whatever. So there's something in the way that evolution perhaps keeps us safe in terms of falling, because we're unconscious. We're unconscious, we're paralyzed. So again, it all helps to keep us safe while we are unconscious. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, sorry, it was just a moot point.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.